What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited today because we are talking about hair. Now if you've seen by the title, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the tips and tricks that I did to grow my hair from this to this last year. Now I do want to make a disclaimer. I am not a professional. I do not have any kind of hair license. I am not a medical professional. I am simply sharing the tips and tricks that worked for me and my hair. Now, a little bit of a backstory. I have never cared about my hair, like at all. You can ask my friend Karina. We would literally go into the hair salon and tell them, I want to be as blonde as possible. I don't care if you fry my hair off. I don't care how damaging it is. I just want to be blonde. Like, that's it. That's all I care about. And like, here's some pictures. I'll post them up here. I was really blonde, but my hair was fried. But I didn't care because I just wanted to be blonde. And I'm already naturally a very dark haired girl. Like, my hair is almost black naturally, and I just have a darker complexion, so it took a while to get blonde, and that was probably the worst thing I could have done for my hair. I'm still, like, the ends of my hair feel more rough than the top because I'm growing out all that bleach and damage that I did in my hair. So if you want to start taking care of your hair, you have got to start loving it for what it is and stop trying to change it so much, because it doesn't have to be platinum blonde to be pretty. It doesn't have to be silky straight to be pretty. It doesn't have to have waves to be pretty. Whatever your hair is beautiful because it's yours. And that's one thing that I really had to learn, was I don't have to be blonde with a little pixie cut to be pretty, you know? Like, I can let my hair grow in its natural color and its natural state, and it's still good enough for me, you know? And it's really just shifting that perspective. Back to my backstory. So I was going blonde for a while, and I decided that I wanted waist-length hair, which I'm still going through my hair journey, but this is where it's at right now. Almost there. But I decided I wanted waist-length hair, and I have always been one to change my hair. I've done blonde, I've done purple, brown, black, I've done it all. And when I told my boyfriend I was committing to changing my hair, he literally said, we'll see how long that lasts until you want to cut it off again. So this was a full commitment. I went and I dyed my hair back dark because it was blonde at the time. I dyed my hair back dark. I did a big chop. I think it was like to here when I cut it, and then I chopped it up to here because I just wanted a fresh start. I just wanted even length, fresh start, like, we're doing this. And it's a long journey, and I'm glad I did it. And I'm gonna jump into these tips, but I just wanna let you know that the biggest tip that I can give you guys is to be patient. Just let your hair grow. Take care of it, listen to what it needs, and give it time. Because once you it's frustrating whenever you want really long hair and it's to your shoulders. I mean, it sucks because you made this commitment that you want long hair, but you have to wait for it. But I promise you, if you just stick to it, you will be so happy with the results. But we'll just go ahead and jump into the video, and I'll give you some tips of what I did to grow my hair. We'll jump into the first tip, which is biotin. We'll get comfortable here. So biotin is a very common one. It's a very known one. My favorite form of biotin, I don't have any right now, I actually just ran out, is a liquid biotin, and here's a picture of it. You can get it on Amazon. I'll put the link below. It's about $20. But that's my all-time favorite form of biotin. Now, there are medical claims, which I'll put right here, that liquid vitamins get absorbed into your system a lot quicker, and your body retains a lot more of the vitamin. So I forgot what the number was, but it was like 80 or 90% of the vitamin and the nutrients from it is lost whenever your body's trying to break down the pill. And whenever it's a liquid, it absorbs into your body right away, and you get a lot more out of it. So it can be a little bit more expensive, but it's a more concentrated form of it. I do want to let you know that biotin can be tricky. You want to be very careful with biotin. If you take too much of it, you can start noticing differences in your skin, and you can start breaking out from it. So it's really about finding that balance. I know that they have topical biotins like in conditioner, leave-in conditioners, which I do use those, but the liquid one is definitely my all-time favorite. Now, tip number 2 is how you are tying your hair up. Now, we all have those normal, well, we all know those normal hair ties with the rubber on the inside. I don't remember the last time you used one of those. The best way you can go is with scrunchies. They're a lot more protective over your hair. They don't have the elastic band that's going to break it. I will show you, I am a scrunchie-holic. Like, not even kidding. This is my scrunchie collection. We got all of the scrunchies. My favorite ones to use are these satin ones because satin is so good for your hair. There's no friction. You can get like a 20 pack of these off of Amazon for like 10 bucks. And it has all the colors. I also have like velvet ones. It's still really nice for your hair, very soft on your hair without creating a lot of friction and breakage. So I would definitely suggest investing in some scrunchies. It's a lot healthier for your hair and reduces the breakage of your ends. While we're talking about scrunchies, we also want to be wary of how you're sleeping. Now, when I say that, I mean how you do your hair when you sleep. So you really don't want to leave it down because when it's down, it's rubbing, it's getting tangled. Whenever you have to wake up in the morning, you have to brush it out and tangle it. So you will want to tie it up either in a pineapple, which is a very high ponytail, or what I do is a pineapple bun because my hair is a little bit too long for a pineapple exactly. So what I do, I take a satin scrunchie, flip my hair all the way to the top, on top of your head, okay? And so this would be a pineapple, just on top of your head, out of the way. I like to go a step further. I'll twist it and pull it halfway through, and it creates like a little pineapple bun. And that just really protects your hair while you're sleeping. The ends are up against your roots, so it's getting the goodness from the natural oils in your hair, and it's also protected. It's not getting tangled. It's not dealing with the friction on the sheets, the pillowcases. It's just a safer do altogether. Sometimes I like to wear a bonnet, or I'll have like a satin scarf and I'll tie it around my hair just to really protect it. All right, now along the same lines of sleeping, I don't know what you guys are using for a pillowcase, but please invest in either a satin or a silk pillowcase. The cotton on those normal cotton pillowcases, whenever your hair rubs against it, it gets caught on the fibers and it creates friction, it creates frizz. Not only that, but like with your skin, it can create wrinkles, it can hold bacteria and cause acne. So cotton pillowcases, no, we are not doing that in 2021, okay? We are upgrading to satin pillowcases. It's a lot healthier for your hair. Your hair glides off of it. It doesn't hold as much bacteria. So all in all, satin pillowcases, this is what we're doing. This is our new life, okay? I got mine from Ulta for like 20 bucks, very high quality. It's by Kish. I'll put the link below for it, but it's a great one. It's super soft. My boyfriend was honestly always laying on my pillow whenever I got out of bed, so I bought him his own pillowcase for Christmas. So that's how awesome it is. Even he knew that it was a great pillowcase. Onwards. I know if you guys have been looking at hair growth videos, hair health videos, you better not be drying your hair with this kind of towel. I swear to God, you better not be doing this. This is the worst thing, almost the worst thing you could be doing to your hair. These little fibers, these little loops, they grab onto your hair and they rip it and they get stuck in there and it makes it frizzy and it breaks your ends, and it is not a good time for anybody. What we need is microfiber towels. My favorite is the Turby Twist. If you've seen any of my last videos, I've talked about them, but I love these Turby Twist. You can honestly also save some money. Go to the car section of Walmart and they have the microfiber towels like to clean your cars off, and those are so soft, and those are the best way to go for drying your hair. I promise you, do not put another one of those towels on your hair ever. We're done, no more. Speaking of washing our hair, don't do it a lot. Honestly, like, I know it's hard to transition. I know you've heard this, but you should only be washing your hair 1 to 3 times a week, I want to say. I wash my hair twice a week. It's hard at first. You'll be a greasy mess, lots of oils, but your body will balance it out. And I mean, honestly, I just washed my hair today, but it was like day 4 hair. But your body will balance it out. Your oils will start to balance out, and if you commit to it, it'll be a lot better for your hair because you'll have your natural oils coming from the root scalp and just giving your hair all the oils and moisture that it needs. And if you can just rock, a tight bun on those days while your body adjusts to not being washed every day, it will do wonders. I promise you. Shampooing your hair over and over and over is so drying for your hair. It just hurts my heart to think about it. But you also shouldn't be shampooing your ends. Sorry, this is a side note. Whenever you wash your hair, I told you guys this is gonna be a long one. When you wash your hair, you need to start at your roots and literally just wash your roots. And whenever you rinse your hair out, it will go down the shaft and clean up whatever you have on the ends. And whenever you condition, you just kind of want to do like from here down. Sometimes I work it up a little bit, but if you want that extra volume, I would avoid your roots altogether, and you won't be washing it as much, so you don't need that extra moisture up there because you'll have the extra oils. So I would definitely suggest only washing your roots and then conditioning your ends, and only doing that a couple times a week, not every day. We are not washing our hair every single day. I know you guys were waiting for this one, and it is a hard habit to break, but we need to not be using as much heat. I know, please don't yell at me. I know everyone's hair looks so beautiful, straightened or curled, but guess what, honey? Your hair is beautiful the way it is. It's beautiful natural. It's beautiful just out of the shower with some oils in it, and it's gorgeous. You do not need to heat style it every single day. Now, I do want to challenge you to set a goal for yourself. My goal in 2020, last year, was to not use heat one time. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I used it one time because we were having professional photos done, and that was in October. And honestly, my hair grew like crazy. It was incredible because the heat damages your ends so bad. And if you don't need to heat style it, or if you change your mindset and decide that you don't need to heat style your hair, it will look so good. It will look so healthy. It's just bad. And if you are heat styling it, just please use a heat protectant, a good heat protectant, because oh my god, I saw this video. It was like somebody put a heat protectant on a piece of toast and put it in the toaster, and where it wasn't on there, it was completely burnt, and then the bread was basically like still soft where the heat protectant was. And I could just imagine doing that to your hair, and it just hurts my heart. So heat protectant, if you are using heat, I would challenge you to limit your heat to whatever works for your lifestyle, but the less heat, the better. Along with heat, I want to touch base on dyeing your hair. Now, as you've seen in these pictures, I will post them here. I had short blonde hair. I did not care about my hair at all. I just wanted to be as blonde as I can be. I didn't care the damage. I literally went to the hair salon and was like, just get me as light as possible. I don't care how it affects my hair. I just want to be blonde. That's it. And that's why it was short. That's why it was blonde. It got really blonde, but if you can, just dye your hair back to its natural color. Maybe, you know, get a cut to like have a good starting point. That's what I did, which is this day right here. If you can do that, just fresh start, fresh color, nothing you have to keep up on. That would be the best thing that you can do, because bleach is so bad for your hair. Last year I didn't do any dye on my hair. I did henna, which is a very natural alternative to dyeing your hair. But with henna, you have to be careful because you can't really bleach your hair after that because it doesn't mix well with bleach. So that's a big commitment. But if you can just dye your hair your natural color and just let it grow and be beautiful and natural, I promise it will be so worth it. Last but not least tip that I wanted to cover with you guys today is trimming your hair. Now, this is a touchy subject. I didn't get a haircut at all last year. But with that being said, I also didn't use heat or dye on my hair. So I know they say that trimming your hair makes it grow faster, which there's no way that it makes it grow faster. However, it does help you retain the length. So if you are damaging your hair, then you will need to do, you know, regular trims, because what happens when the hair is damaged, it will break up your, like the strand will keep breaking up and it will destroy the tops of your, like the shaft of your hair. So you'll need to get it trimmed to keep the ends healthy so that whenever it grows, it's growing longer instead of breaking upwards. Now, if you're not using heat or dye, there's not necessarily a need to trim it as much because they're not broken. Like, I can honestly say I do not have any split ends right now. I don't know if you guys could tell. I got my first trim in a while back in November, and it is January now. I'll probably get a trim next month, but if you're not damaging your hair, there's not much need for trims. If you are damaging your hair and you notice split ends and you notice that it's feeling dead and dry and thick, like that dry, thick feeling, get it trimmed. And if your hair is already damaged and you're starting to grow it out, make sure you do get those regular trims so that you can start cutting off the dead if you're not really willing to go in for a big chop. Take care of your hair, girls, or guys, if you're watching this. You're beautiful the way you are. You do not need to have platinum blonde hair, silky straight, super curly hair to be beautiful. You are gorgeous the way you are, and you need to learn to embrace yourself and your hair for what it is and just love it because it's gorgeous, because it's yours and it's unique. But that's all for now. If I left anything out, or if you guys have anything you wanted to add or anything that's worked for you down in the comments, I would love to hear it. Or if you have any questions, just let me know, and be sure to hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.